This is broker material only. And let's talk first of all in the management section. There's a number of things that you're going to need to know. You're going to need to know what the company dollar is, and all that is the income coming into the brokerage minus all commissions. You'll also need to know what desk costs are, and all that is your operating expenses divided by the number of agents in the office. Also remember that the directorial management is the most effective management that there is. As far as hiring sales associates, remember there's two key things that we look at. Ego drive and empathy are the characteristics that we look for in a good sales associate. There are three functions in management. They are planning, organizing, and controlling. POC is the acronym. Decentralization is the redistribution of decision-making downward. As far as deposits are concerned in the brokers, remember that immediate means for brokers 3 business days to be placed in escrow. Also, I think it's important to note that sales associates are supposed to deliver earnest money deposits within 1 business day of tendering that deposit. Regardless, the meter starts to run the same for both, so the broker has a grand total of 3 business days to deliver into escrow from the date that the sales associate received that deposit. Also remember that if they're using a title company and there was no receipt of the deposit at the time that it was delivered, that broker has 10 business days from deposit to make a request for that deposit from the title company. The broker trust liability is the amount of money that should be in escrow, but maybe not. And the reason I say that is there may be some checks that are still outstanding that have not cleared. You still have to calculate those. The federal do not call list and the violations carry up to a $16,000 fine if you're found guilty of that. The Florida do not call violation is up to $10,000. Remember that in the state of Florida, if you are a for sale by owner and you're advertising a telephone number, that you can no longer hide behind that do not call list, that you're fair game. In appraising, remember that the function of the appraisal could be the listing price. The purpose is the objective, it's the type of value. And I think it's important that you know the difference between the function and the purpose or the objective. The appraiser has to know the purpose. The appraiser does not have to know the function. In comparable sales approach, remember that we're going to be adjusting the transactional characteristics and then the property characteristics. Transactional characteristics are determined in percentages. Property characteristics are determined in dollar amounts. For investments, remember that static risk is insurable. Fire and theft can be insured. Dynamic risk are uninsurable. Rent loss is a good example of that. Sometimes the landlord may impose a rent stop. And what this does, it sets limits in terms of the landlord's expenses. The sensitivity analysis simply evaluates various borrowing alternatives that yields the greatest investment cash flow. Thematic images simply takes into account certain property uniquenesses, such as certain designs. And what you're going to do is that you're going to market those property unique features.